So I recently put up on Instagram saying if you're 25, you save 10,000, you put that 10,000 into an ETF that's earning at least 12%, you can become a millionaire 10 years before everybody else decides to retire, all without adding a single penny to that 10,000 over that time. So I'm gonna break that down right here, right now, right after this. Let's go. Hey, what's up? It's Coach Vince, former athlete turned money coach and the curator of the Money Mindset League, which is a community of former athletes like myself and others that are like-minded who all want to make smarter financial decisions, build five-figure savings, and invest to build wealth. We don't think like the majority. We follow the money and we think like millionaires, okay? If you want to get my free financial training camp course, you can get that at the link in the bio, or you can join my coaching program right now for less than 50 cents per day. That's also in the link in the bio. So let's talk about this 10K millionaire strategy. Let's get right to it. So first things first, I want to be honest. I want to be transparent with you guys. All right. I messed the math up a little bit. Okay. You can still do the 10K. You can still be 25. Okay. But the interest rate it has to be a little different. So instead of 12, it has to be 15. Okay, it has to be at least 15%. But since I messed up, all right, I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna give you a good one. All right, I'm gonna give you 3 of my favorite ETFs that I invest in myself, and that's gonna also give you at least a 15% average return since it's been born and hopefully going into the future. These are things that I'm investing in with my own money. All right. So I'm telling you this because of what I'm doing. Now, this is not saying that you should do this. I'm not your financial advisor. You should do your own due diligence. You should do your own research. But I do the numbers. I look it up. This is exactly how I figure out my numbers for my own financial plan. And this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to attack it. If you choose to do it, that's on you. That's your decision. But this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm going to become a millionaire using 10K. All right? This is my backup plan. So let's get right to it. Number one, let's talk about mindset, okay? Mindset when it comes to this. I want you to know this is a long-term passive strategy. This is a long-term passive strategy, okay? A lot of people say, why would I wait till I'm, 57, 60 years old, 67 years old until I'm able to become a millionaire, right? I'm trying to become a millionaire now. Well, let me unwrap something for you. Okay? Would you rather have $1 million, okay, as a backup plan at the age of 60? Or would you rather say, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing this strategy, and still be constantly worried about money at the age of 60? You let me know, and then you decide what you want to do going forward with that. We have to change our mindsets to wealth mindsets. Wealth and legacy building doesn't happen overnight, y'all. It don't happen overnight. This strategy is something that's a backup plan. So just in case you don't become a millionaire before 60, before 57, all right? This is their backup plan. This is something that you can do. This is something that you can put aside and let it grow passively over your lifespan, right? And God forbid anything was to happen, okay? What if you don't make it to 60? I'm sure you got kids. I'm sure you got cousins. I'm sure you got nephews. I'm sure you got family members that you want to be successful. Specifically young family members that you want to see succeed, okay? The fastest way for people to succeed is to have capital. And have capital is going to help them whether they want to build a business, whether they want to go to college and be able to afford it so that they can get a good job and be able to pay for the things that they want in their life, all right? This is the mindset that we got to have. We got to stop having that poor man's mindset. Oh, 60 years, 40 years, 30 years of waiting is a long time. Well, you're going to live 30 years anyway. You might as well do something proactive and build something over the long term so that you can become a millionaire tax-free at that by the time, 10 years before most people retire. Let's talk about the 10K. Why is 10K so important? Well, based on the math, that's just the numbers. But more than that, 10K is something that I believe is doable for most people. All right, 10K may seem like a lot. You may not have ever saved 5 figures before, but it's something that's absolutely doable and that can be done. So Vince, how do you save up $10,000? How do you do it fast? How do you do it quick enough so that you're able to do this strategy? Well, number one, you have to create a budget. That's always the goal. We have to learn how to manage our money. We have to understand, how to control the money, because right now, in most cases, most people are letting money control them. And that's not what we're about here on my channel, on my page, in my community. We're about controlling our money. We're about telling our money what to do. We're about wealth building strategies and telling our money to build wealth for us. We're telling our money to go to work for us so that it can make money for us while we're asleep. Y'all understand that? This is where I'm coming from. So $10,000, it may seem a lot to some people, it may not seem a lot to others, but this is something that's definitely doable. Number one way to get there and save this $10,000 is by creating a budget. It's so many things that can be eliminated from your daily expenses or monthly expenses that can help you raise up this $10,000 as fast as possible. Okay. Next thing, you have to be intentional. That goes into what I just said. There's things that you're doing, whether that's eating out, whether that's buying Uber Eats, okay, alcohol, wine, weed. There's so many things that you can take out of the equation that you're paying for on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, that can help you accumulate that money. Okay. One of those things is cable. One of those things is another one is subscriptions. It's a whole bunch of things that you can eliminate that can free up an extra $100, $200, $50 a week, because that's something that, if you really want to accomplish a goal, that's just a necessary step that needs to be made so that you can accomplish that goal. All right. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. These are the type of people that I want to work with. If you're not able to put certain things aside to reach the goals that you want to achieve, then you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. We have to want to do the things that we want to do, and we have to do what's necessary in order to get there. If you have excuses about getting there, then it's not gonna happen. Then there's no point in even doing it. So let's go to step 3 and 4. And this is the same theme that I've been saying over and over and over again since the beginning of 2021. You have to keep it simple, number 1 or number 3, and number 4, you have to execute. You have to keep it simple, number 3, and number 4, you have to execute. Okay? Simplify this $10,000. If we break it down monthly, right, it's roughly like $800 something a month. So you can have $10,000 by the end of this year. Okay? Or it's $400 and something every month if you want to do it in 2 years. However long you got, or however long you're willing to take. If you want to do it quickly, again, you have to be intentional and save as much as possible until you reach that 10,000. Once you reach that, and by creating a budget and being intentional, you should be able to do that pretty fast. Once you do that, then you can move on to the next step, which is investing that into something that's going to give you at least 12%. And then just execute on that plan. Keep it simple. Break it down to simple numbers. $100 per week. $100 per week is $5,200. Can you save $100 per week? That's $5,200 in 1 year. Okay, so let's get to the next step. Number 3, how the strategy works. All right, so I'm about to bring up my phone right now. We about to show you how I actually calculate this. And this is nothing but a calculator on Dave Ramsey's website. So I'm about to record my screen right now and show y'all here on the screen. So look, if you start at the age of 25, okay, and go until most people retire at the age of 67. So if we want to retire 10 years before everybody else, right? And we invest $10,000 and we earn 15%. Okay, that's how you're going to get to that 1.1 million. It's actually a little bit more than 1 million. All right, so how do we get access to this 1.1 million over this time? Well, we need to be investing in something called a Roth IRA. If you don't know what that is, it's a retirement account that allows you to invest after tax dollars. So this is money that's already taxed. You put the money into this account. So this $10,000 will already be taxed. You put it into this account and it's going to earn capital gains over these next 30 years. Okay. And when you go to retire at 59 and a half, because that's when you're able to take it out without taking any penalties. Okay. You will have a $1.1 million to your name. Tax free. Do you understand the power of that? It'll be totally tax free to you by just putting this money into a Roth IRA. All right. So let me show you how or what ETFs that I'm currently investing in that I think you should too. So let's go and look at this one right here. It's called VOO. It's a very high performing ETF. This website is called Morningstar, okay? It's good if you want to look up ETFs. This is actually part of the coaching program. I'll show you exactly how to do this. I'll show you exactly how to break down. I'll show you exactly what you're looking for when you're looking at ETFs. So one of the things that you want to look for is the since inception total return. So if we look here, that's this section right here, okay? It shows you the 1 day, the year to date, the 3 year, the 5 year, and this is the since inception. So since inception, this has done 15%. Okay, if we go back, right, we needed something to do at least 15% to get that $1.1 million. Okay, so that's one of the funds. The next one that I'm gonna show you is something out of ARK. Okay, ticker symbol is ARKK. So this is ARK Innovation ETF. They invest in things that's gonna change the world. They invest in things that's gonna innovate and make the world a better place. Okay, so if we go to the performance tab, that's always the first tab that we go to on Morningstar. And we look at the performance and we go to the since inception date for the total return. Okay, it's 38.9%. That's well over 15. Okay, that's well over 15 since inception. Since inception. All right, this has been around since 2014. Now, let me give you the last one and the third one. This is another good one. This is one that I personally believe in over the long run. This is called ARKG. ARKG is the ticker symbol. ARKG is the ticker symbol. So if we're still on Morningstar, we go to the performance tab. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. All right. So if we look at this, it's done 32.29%. Since inception. Has been around again since 2014. All right, those are 3 ETFs that I personally invest in. I'm not telling you that you should invest in it. I'm not your financial advisor. All right, but this is what I'm doing, and this is just based on my research and the things that I believe in as an investor. What you believe in as an investor may be different than me, but this is what I believe in, and I believe I can get 15% returns year on year by investing in certain ETFs like this. Again, this is long-term passive investing. This is not nothing that you have to look at each and every day. So the next thing that's required using this strategy is something called patience. Something called patience, all right? We have to be patient. We have to be patient. We have to understand, like I said before, wealth is not built overnight. It's a long-term process, okay? You hear all the time about people who became a 20-year overnight success story. It takes years to build something that actually has a foundation that can stand on its own. Y'all understand me? So we have to have that mindset. We have to sow a seed now and then bear the fruits of our labor later. It may take you a year. It may take you 6 months. It may take you however long, 2 years to save this 10,000. But what does that mean to you if you're able to retire 10 years before everybody else and have $1 million to your name tax-free? What is 2 years compared to that? What is 2 years of sacrifice, 2 years of doing what you got to do to get the things that you really want? Do you feel me? So look, in conclusion, at the end of the day, this is the bare minimum. Okay? This is the bare minimum. This is if you want to do this without having to think about it too much. Like I said, it's passive. And again, this is the bare minimum. If you want more, you can always contribute more. Okay, if we go back to the calculator, and this is the last thing, and this video is almost over. If you go back to the calculator, okay, if you add, let's say $100 per month, instead of just letting it sit there, okay, it automatically doubles. It goes to 2.1 million. All right, that's the power of this. So you decide, you use this calculator. All right, it's on DaveRamsey.com. You can Google Dave Ramsey investment calculator, and you can find this exact same thing to help you decide what you want to do. All right, and then find ETFs. I gave you 3. You don't have to use those 3, but do your own research and find something to invest in. All right, so give me a thumbs up. like this video, share this video, comment any questions or anything below. Man, I appreciate you for checking me out, for checking out this video. And again, if you want to tap into my free financial training camp course, it's going to set you up and build a foundation for investing, for saving, and all that type of thing. Or if you just want to join my coaching program, it's less than 50 cents per day. You can get everything. You can see my stock portfolio. You get weekly coaching and all that good stuff. So till next time, remember, believe in yourself, invest in yourself, and most importantly, love yourself. Peace.